Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I thought I would show you how I make my avocado mask. So I've already made one and I just want to show you it. So I thought let me share with you so you can see how I make it. This one is going to be different from the one you're going to see. This has butters in it. So 3 different kinds of butters, and it's a little bit on the thicker side. So this batch that you're going to see is not gonna be any butters. So I already have a half of an avocado, and I've written down my recipe, guys. So make sure you write down your recipes so you can track how you like your consistencies. So I'm gonna add 5.1 grams of turmeric, and I have my scale. I don't know if you can see it, but 5.1 of turmeric. I'm trying to think, do I want to do that? No, actually I'm going to do my water phase with this. So then you're going to have 40 grams of aloe vera. .2, that's okay, a little bit over. So I'm going to make sure I update it with 40.2 of aloe vera. And this is considered your water phase, but I'm going to add glycerin, but I'm going to add glycerin and the Zaxxon gum together to make like a little slippery slur. It's going to thicken up. So I've already did it, and that's how it looked, guys. So this is glycerin and Zaxxon gum. I added 2.5 grams of glycerin and then 2.5 gum and then 7 grams of glycerin. So that's how it looks. It's really thick, but that's why we have 40 grams of aloe vera water. And then I'm gonna add some honey to this. You want to get it mashed up as possible. That's why you add the water to this to make it a little bit easier. And then we'll move on to our oil phase. The oils I'm using are just really simple: flaxseed oil and castor oil. I love using castor oil because it's the only oil that penetrates the skin the deepest. Research that, guys. Yes, castor oil penetrates the skin the deepest. And then flaxseed oil, man, many benefits, so I have to even name them. And it's a lighter oil, so I wanted some light oils, and this is why I stayed away from the butters for this one. All right. Okay. To that, we're going to add our honey, and I'm using 8.5 grams of honey. Not a particular honey. Very particular honey, Manuka honey. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, guys. It is. I'm not gonna lie, but I've learned that everything is matters. Like, so just know, if you buy my products, everything I use has a point to it. So if you hear me say something or you're like, why did she use that? Trust me, I've done a lot of research. If you've been following me for a while, you know I have a master's degree in psychology, so I am skilled at research. So don't try to get the cheap honey or a cheaper version. Get this honey from New Zealand. Amazing honey. All right, let's stir it up. Shake it up, 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 shake. Don't mind me, guys, I'm having too much fun. It's Friday, I'm off work. So this is when I experiment over the weekends. And I always like to research certain new ingredients that I want to use. My next new ingredient that I'm going to use is dandelion root. You might have heard of burdock root, but I'm going to use dandelion root. It's great for kidneys, but it's also great for curing dark spot and acne. Who would have thought, right? You know me, you know I really believe God has put everything that we need on this earth. It's just us to do our due diligence and research what that is. And a lot of times it's herbs. He gave herbs for the service of man. Okay. I just dropped the scripture on y'all. Go research that. Bam. I'm dropping gems. Y'all better catch them. Okay. All right. Now, I'm trying to think. Do I want to add because my face, my water face is kind of this. I'm going to add my oils to this phase. So we're doing 10.3 of flaxseed. Did I say that right? Yep, 10.3. That's right. Write your formulas down, guys. I cannot stress that enough. You should know what you're doing before you do it. Trust me. You will be unprepared and something will go wrong if you do not write it down. And you want to do it in a percentage. And then write your recipe out. So I got that, and then castor oil. I'm doing 12 grams. Ooh, a little bit more. Okay. Bam, bam, shake 'em, ma'am. And then I'm just gonna, I like to stir everything, guys, if you notice that about me. And you want to get glass beakers, guys. I remember in college I took a plastic class, and I don't want to scare anybody, but just know plastic is not the way to go. Water bottles, I'm sorry, no, it's not the way to go. You want glass. And I know it's more expensive buying glass, like bottles and stuff, but plastic is terrible. You wouldn't imagine chemicals and stuff we already have in our bodies to add more. It's just, why do that? You feel me? So get some glass beakers. They're not actually that expensive. About 5 of these. It came in different sizes. Under 25 bucks. Okay. So we have our 2 different phases. So we're gonna put these, and I'm just gonna put this in a different beaker. Do I want to use that one? Yeah. And we want to basically warm them up at the same time. Okay. I'm going to put these over the stove. And you want to do it on the lightest heat. Yes, the lightest heat, because you, even though I have butter, but you don't want to overcook your oils as well, guys. Castor oil, flaxseed oil, you don't want to overcook it. So low heat. And yes, I use turmeric. And now I'm just waiting for that. I am going to use a preservative, guys. Why am I going to use a preservative? Well, this is the preservative I'm going to use. It's one of the naturalist preservatives that you can use. I've done a lot of research on preservatives. There's so many you can use. So I want you to do your due diligence and research your own. Don't just take my word for it. But if you know if it's coming out of my mouth, you're good. But this is one of the naturalist ones, and you want to use a preservative because you don't want fungus. And yes, I've had it happen just trying to, experiment. So yes, you don't want fungus or mold growing in your products. And if you mix oil with water, that's exactly what's going to happen. Even moisture. Some of my products, I didn't use any preservative, and I noticed even when you open this and then you sit it and you're putting it on your face, that's still exposure, right? That's still air. And any sprinkles of water while we're washing our face or brushing our teeth and our jug is open or something, it's gonna get moisture in there and it's gonna mold, guys. And so to be safe, I think any product I think should have a preservative, because air, water is gonna get in the product and it's gonna go bad. Especially if you're selling to somebody, you have to use a preservative. Please do that. So this is the one that I'm using. This will be the vitamin oil. I use usually 10 drops of vitamin E oil. And then I love using lavender and rosemary in my products. I use a lot of rosemary and lavender interchangeably together, or lemongrass. Lemongrass, believe it or not, is great for itchy skin. So I like to put them in my moisturizers. or my eczema creams. So yeah, so let's go check on our things. And I like to stir it. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. So don't worry about the clumps that's in this, washing off my phone, sanitizer, washing it rather, cleaning it, not sanitizing. Don't worry about the clumps that is in the avocado. We're going to use our hand blender. So don't worry about that. Okay, I like the consistency now of the gum mixture. Oh yeah, I like it. So we are going to take our glasses and go heat it up. Okay. They are both heated. And we're going to wait till it's a little bit cool. Usually by this time, you should have one of those special things that you check the temperature. I haven't bought that yet, and to be honest, I've been loving how my products come out. I haven't really saw the urgency to buy it, to be honest. Some things that people tell you to buy, I'm just one of them people. If I don't have to, I'm not going to do it. And they tell you you have to, but I'm telling you, I've been doing these recipes for a while. I've been doing good. So, my kind of measure, it wasn't that bad anyway. Okay, so, and I probably am going to add some more liquid. Now, I'm just thinking out loud right now. I have room to add actually a little bit more liquid because, let's see though. I don't know if I showed you guys I did the emulsifier I added. I think 5.5 grams I added when I added the gum and the glycerin, vegetable glycerin. So I don't think I even told you guys I added 5.5 of wax, and that's used as an emulsifier. So when you're dealing with oil and water, again, they don't mix. So you need emulsifier to mix the oil and the water together. So if you're wondering like why your oil sits on the top, that's because you need an emulsifier to make it soluble. More soluble to make it. But usually when you're dealing with oil and water and different moisturizers and lotions and shampoos, you need an emulsifier to make it emulsify together so that your stuff is all in one inclusive, if that makes sense, and not just your oil sitting at the top and then you have to shake it up and then you see this residue at the bottom and then at the top it's like not together. It's not emulsified. Yeah, I added water to the other distilled water. I'm going to add some water, distilled water. Not a lot. It's not a teaspoon. I'm recording. Nobody wants to. I'm recording. Did you hear me? I'm recording. Stop. Please ignore my son. I'm not playing. Sorry, guys. So that made a big difference, just adding that little bit of water. So now we're going to use our hand blender to really get stuff blended together. And you'll see this coming together. So here we go. can keep going until you like the consistency. Alright. So now you want to just make sure you like the consistency. Oh yeah, I do. I like it. I want y'all to see. It's a little bit thinner than my other one. So you know I'm liking it already. Yes, I am. And as you see, it's not that how it was, that clumpiness. Once you use the hand blender, like literally, it's a game changer, guys, to your product. All right, let's add our vitamin E oil. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like to just count 10 drops. Do whatever you feel pleased. And then I haven't decided 1% if I'm going to do that. So 1% essential oils. So 10 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. And then 5 drops of the rosemary. I forgot them. And I bought just this different essential oils if you want to play around with the different ones. I got it from Amazon. Start experimenting with what you like best. And just 5 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 drops of the rosemary. And then you're going to stir that together. And lastly, you want to add your preservative, guys. I do 10 drops of preservative. It'll usually say on the bottle what percentage. And I think this is, 2 to 4%. So I'm doing 2%. Because this is just a mask. If I was doing like shampoos or something, I probably would do the 3% to 4%. But 2%, so 10 drops or less. I'm a cautious person, so I'm going to use probably 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, guys. And then you want to have your container out that it's going to go in. And then this is your last time. If you wanted to use the blender again, you definitely could. If you don't like it, if you want it thicker, if you wanted to add more water. Like I told you, I like this consistency without the butter. It's just amazing how it's still like thick, which is your gum and your glycerin, but mainly your gum and your emulsifier that makes it thicker. But I used that too on my first one, so with the butter. So I don't know, I just thought this would be thinner, but it's still thick. All right. Here we go. And no chemicals, guys. Isn't that amazing? No chemicals. No glucose. No stearic acid. No SLS. No cocoa betaine. None of those. Now I do use some of those in my cleansers, because you can't call your product a cleanser, guys, if you don't have certain products in them. I think I've talked about that already. So I do use those in my cleansers because that's what type of ingredients you need to clean your face or clean your body. But you don't need them in other products. All you need is really a preservative and an emulsifier if you're using oil and water. That is it, and that is all that is in here. And as you can see, this is definitely thinner. Like I wanted it than the other one. Oh yeah. But still thick to the point it's a mask. So I like how the other one smells better, because I used lemon in the other one. But this is it. My avocado mask, guys. So please, if you like this video, please subscribe. I will be making more and just getting better and better and better. So please continue to tune in. Give me your feedback. Any feedback is feedback for me, good or bad. But yeah, stay tuned.